Hello again! This time I'm going to talk about my Super Nintendo collection. Or rather, I'm going to show you my Super Nintendo collection. Like you obviously probably saw my Sega Genesis / Mega Drive games and my NES games, so time to talk about my Super Nintendo games. Let's check it out. Okay, so what we have here is Adventures of Mighty Max, Disney's Aladdin, which some people say the Genesis one is better, but I actually prefer the Super Nintendo version better. Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, Battletoads and Double Dragon, which on the regular NES it's really hard to find, but this is the more common one to come across. That is Breath of Fire, Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4, which is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games ever. This is Chrono Trigger, which right now, like, the condition is actually not too bad. Like, there's ones with better condition, but this is one game that really skyrocketed in price over the years, and I managed to find this one relatively cheap, thankfully, before like hit like $40, well, I mean like $70 or whatever. Is Contra 3, Death and Return of Superman, and all three Donkey Kong Country games. My personal favorite was number 3 because that was the first time I was introduced to Donkey Kong Country. It's like, I love all of them, but number 3 is like my personal favorite. Earthworm Jim 2, which I have to say is it's really better than the first one, but you know, it's not as well remembered. F-Zero, cool racing game, but you know, why is it only one player? That is a loose copy of Final Fantasy II. There's Final Fight with a McDonald's coupon right there. Let's take a look. That's Final Fight 2 and Final Fight 3, which is another game that really skyrocketed in price over the years. Like, not as much as Final Fight Guy is, but this one can be really, really steep to find. Home Improvement. Like, as I mentioned in my review of it, you know, you wouldn't think this is real, but yeah, there it is. Incredible Crash Dummies, Jetsons and the Invasion of the Planet Pirates, much harder to find for the NES as well. Joe and Mac, Killer Instinct, which I'm glad they're actually making a Killer Instinct 3. Finally. We have Lion King and Mario Paint under that. I have that. I had the cart, but I don't have the mouse pad or the mouse for that matter yet. Someday I hope to actually get that. Mega Man X2, which is my favorite out of the Mega Man games for the Super Nintendo. Metal Combat. I was pissed off when I first bought this because I didn't know what to expect, and then I found out it's a Super Scope game, and it's like, okay, I wasted money on this. This is Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. Now you may be asking yourself, why is this not under M? Because I consider them Power Rangers, not Mighty Morphin to be exact. So that's the original beat-em-up one. And that's its sequel, the movie. This is the Fighting Edition, which is, you know, the Thunder Zords and the Tiger Zords fighting against mostly the Season 2 villains, but you can also fight against Season 3 Zords, such as the Ninja Zords, and this is Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. Not really great of a game. Spider-Man in X-Men Arcade's Revenge. That is Super Godzilla. I found it for about $1, and unfortunately I had to tape it over because it was kind of in really bad condition. We have Star Fox, awesome game. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World. You know, that's, to me, is the true way of playing either game, is by having them all in one cart. And not to mention, it's really hard to come across this one. Speaking of hard to come across, Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Really sought after game now. Like, it's about $40, I believe. Super Empire Strikes Back and Super Return of the Jedi. We have Street Fighter, The Tick, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, and we have Turtles in Time, which, if you watch Chris and Jen's Game Room, you know, it's the game that everyone has to have for the Super Nintendo. That's Italy right there. And we have Wanderer from Ys 3, and that's Ys, not Wise. Wolverine Adamantium Rage, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, and last but not least, Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Really underrated classic here. Right here I have a Super Game Boy, which allows you to play, you know, Game Boy games, and not really Game Boy Color, but definitely Game Boy games on this. That's the Super Game Boy 2 that actually lets you play Game Boy Color games. And in it is Pokemon, or Pokémonster Green to be exact. And like the NES and some other games I'll get to in time, I have imports for this. We'll start off with Dokapon, or Dokapon Gaiden, as it's called. Like my Sega Genesis 32X games, I put labels on the ones that I don't have end labels on them. This is Dragon Ball Hyper Dimension. Really, really cool game. Little Master. You know, if you watch Rinry's any of her videos, you know, you've probably seen this game at least once. This is Rama Super Battle. This is the better fighting game, not Hard Battle. This one never got released over here. This is Sailor Moon. This is the fighting one that I mentioned in my pickups video. And this is the Tetris Attack like game. And this is Mario RPG. You might be asking yourself, why do I have more than one copy? Because I didn't think I was going to get the English one anytime soon when I originally got this, and I picked this up for like $2, so it was like, why not? And like other systems I have, I also collect box games as well, if I manage to come across them pretty cheaply. So I'll start off with F-Zero. Such amazing condition, it's complete. Final Fantasy 2, not such great box condition, but finding one complete in the box is still pretty hard to do. We have Lion King, which is also complete in box. Super Mario RPG, which, you know, I wasn't expecting to find one ever, but complete in box, I had to go with it. We have a Super Famicom game complete in box. This is called Kendo Rage over here in the States, but it's also known as Kendo Rage. Bakurastu Kendo Rage, I believe. Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. It's not really a great game at all. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but oh well. And of course, Shaq-Fu and all of its might. Complete in box. You know, Justin Silverman, I believe, will tell you how awesome this game is. So there you have it. That's my Super Nintendo collection as of that date, or that date, whatever YouTube wants to put the title. So yeah, like, it's definitely going to increase by the time, you know, I put this video out, or by the time, you know, someone may comment on this, whatever. But I just wanted to show what I had this time, and which console should I show off for next time. I'll let you decide that. So in the meantime, take care. Right here I have a Super Game Boy.